tak berapa nak okey sangat. Okay, so tak apa. Okay, so ada apa-apa nak tanya saya untuk soalan yang kita baru siap ni? Okay, ada apa-apa?
Nanti test, kalau soalan dia macam ni je kan? Ke ada lagi complicated
Okay,
ke?
basically, okay, because we are aware that in this ODL version, so we have to give you something yang slightly tricky. Okay, because something yang okay, because we basically we cannot check one by one. Okay, if we have a face-to-face punya class and we have a face-to-face punya test, so maybe the question might be quite similar with the one that we discussed just now. Tapi untuk ODL punya version, basically Dr. Azri minta supaya soalan tu adalah sedikit tricky. Tricky maksudnya you need to think something before you can proceed to solve for the question. So you have to understand clearly the situation. Okay, sebab kalau ODL ni, okay, we are aware that kamu mungkin boleh, you are allowed to open the book, kan? So macam mana kami nak halang. So that's why soalan dia mungkin hampir sama, but maybe I will twist some part. So some part tu maksudnya you have to faham betul-betul baru kamu boleh buat. Kalau kamu tak faham, maybe you make mistake there. Okay? Okay, boleh faham?
Boleh sir.
Boleh
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so I think we have another we have exercise, basically example in your notes. Kalau kamu tengok balik nota kamu, okay. So saya saja just start dengan tutorial sebab we have the answer. Okay, so tapi dalam tutorial if you want to discuss together pun boleh. Kita ada exercise number 3 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, saya nak kamu buat benda ni. Can you do for me example nombor 3? Give me the answer saja. Okay, so the same concept saya rasa sama dengan yang pertama.
Sir nak present ke?
Okay, saya tak present lagi. Sorry for that.
Yep.
Okay. So saya minta maaf sekejap. Okay. So example nombor 3. Okay, I give you 5 minutes. Okay, biasalah dekat rumah ni saya kena adapt dengan situation. So I give you 5 minutes. Saya just nak jawapan je. Selepas 5 minit, saya nak jawapan untuk example nombor 3. You can use the concept of the second example, the second exercise yang kita buat tadi. Because this is shunt connection. But clearly he mentioned, the question mentioned IA is already given. IA for no load and IA for new condition. So armature current is already given. Okay, flux is weakened by 3%. So the remaining adalah 97%. Okay, so saya nak jawapan saja. Okay, I give you 5 minutes. Okay, finish. Okay, what is the answer for this example? Okay, for sure the speed must be slightly bigger than this value. Okay, what do you get?
Saya dapat 1405.
Okay, 1405.
0.53.
Okay, can someone verify to me whether you get the same answer? Okay, can someone verify this answer for me? Whether you get the same. Okay, lain ada dapat jawapan yang sama ataupun you have the different answer. Okay, I will just list down all your answer and then if required, so I will do the thing with you together.
Sama sir.
Sama, 1405.53. So, okay, so I think I don't want to do this one because we have another technique that we need to cover for today. So, by just looking at the answer, so again, the same concept of fundamental that we have learned before, by weakening the flux. Although the flux is just weakening by 3%, so the speed will be slightly bigger. Okay, so slightly bigger. Walaupun 1405, this is 1400, but still we get the speed beyond the rated speed. Okay, so so I think we have covered for the second technique. So now I just want to start with the last technique. So with the last technique, which is by controlling the speed by adjusting the terminal voltage. Okay, bear in mind that the third technique is basically need to combine with the converter. So need to combine with the converter. So the only converter that can be used to control for the last technique is the converter that can produce DC. Okay, either rectifier or chopper. Okay, so now we start with question. Okay, can we start doing number 7 first? Because number 6 is the combination. So combination basically need we have already the exercise. Okay, either for speed below the rated speed or speed above the rated speed. Okay, but I just want to focus on specific technique. Okay, which is the amateur voltage control. Can we do together number 7? As well as number 8. Okay, so can we start?
Boleh sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so saya padam this one. Okay. So, okay, so number 7 and number 8. Okay, okay. One thing that you need to make sure is when you have this kind of question, so you need to double check with what kind of converter that being used for the question. Okay, itu yang paling penting. So I don't want you to make mistake. Sebab if you decide, if you are not reading the question properly, you might use the wrong equation. Okay, so let's say number 7. So this is the technique of controlling the armature. So a 220 volt. So this is V terminal 1500 RPM. So rated speed. So 10 ampere. So 10 ampere for separately excited is equal to the armature. So this is IA. So as separately excited DC motor is fed from a single phase fully controlled rectifier. Okay, single phase fully controlled rectifier. So this is the equation. Yesterday we have discussed the equation. What is the equation for single phase fully controlled rectifier for VDC? So semalam kita dah discuss kan VDC untuk single phase fully controlled rectifier. So what is the equation?
VM over 2 pi
Okay, VM over 2 pi
cos alpha.
cos alpha, or in terms of V RMS. Semalam kita dah discuss kan. So saya nak kamu fokus kepada V RMS. Again, because the voltage given in the question is RMS voltage. So this is RMS voltage and this is also RMS voltage. Okay, dia akan bagi RMS, dia tak akan bagi V max. Just now the equation that you give me is in terms of V maximum, Vm. Okay, so yesterday saya dah cuba ubahkan dalam bentuk RMS. So what is the equation? So VDC untuk fully control, which is equal to 0. Okay, 0.9 V RMS. Ingat tak? Semalam baru kita discuss 0.9 V RMS cos alpha.
Cos alpha.
Okay, so always use this equation. Okay, because I'm quite afraid that if you memorize in terms of V maximum, later you forget to change to RMS. Okay, sebab again voltage yang diberi adalah RMS voltage, not maximum voltage. Okay, so next what you have to do adalah try to sketch the topologies. Okay, try to sketch the topologies. So you have the field circuit and then you have the armature circuit. Okay, so this is the topologies for separately excited. Okay, so they mention here, so separately excited DC motor is fed from a single phase fully controlled rectifier. So we can put like this. So here kita pakai single phase. Okay, single phase. Okay, fully controlled, just put FC rectifier. Okay, so single phase fully controlled maksudnya kita menggunakan all the switching will be thyristor. Okay, all the switching will be thyristor. And then before you have the source for this converter is basically the V RMS, the voltage AC lah. So ini adalah AC voltage. So with an AC source voltage of 230, so 230 volt, 50 Hz. Okay. So this is the setup basically. Okay, so dia akan sambungkan ke sini, as well as kemungkinan pun di sinilah. Okay, kemungkinan di sini pun akan ada yang sama. Okay, so akan ada yang sama because we can assume that the only available source for this machine is AC. So both sides need to be excited. So kita ada juga benda yang sama, single phase fully control rectifier. Okay, but now we are just focusing to get the desired speed by controlling one of the side yang kita ada lah, which is on the armature side. Okay, so saya masukkan semua sekali. So this is directed voltage. 220 ni adalah dalam keadaan directed. So dalam keadaan directed, voltage dekat sini must be 220 volt. Okay, and then armature resistance is 2 ohm. Okay, so this is E. Okay, so there are no information on field resistance. So kita andaikan there are no changes on this side. Okay, the only use of single phase is just to get the stator part become electromagnet saja. Okay, belah sini lah. So belah sini kita kena fokus. Okay, yang ni clear tak? Boleh faham tak? Macam mana yang saya sketch ni?
Faham sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so conduction can be assumed to be continuous. This is important. Another important information. So bila continuous mode, yes, we can apply this equation. If the current is not continuous, maybe this is not applicable by using this equation. But normally memang kita akan assume continuous mode. Okay, so kita ada 4 equation yang kita kena ingat lah. So this is VDC. Okay, calculate the firing angle for A adalah half directed motor torque and at 500 RPM. Okay, so kita kena dapatkan nilai alpha for the first cases. Okay, half directed motor torque and 500 RPM. and number 2 rated motor torque and negative 1000 RPM. So you can see that by having the first question, they just mentioned to you we can get slightly below the rated speed, and then untuk yang kedua kita dapat dalam kuadran yang berbeza. So kuadran yang berbeza masih lagi dalam keadaan motoring but in reverse direction, negative 1000 RPM. Okay, negative 1000. Still below the rated speed but in different direction. Okay, so now I give you 1 minute to understand the question before we start solving this one. 1 minit untuk kamu fahamkan konsep. Okay, 1 minit saya bagi untuk kamu cuba fahamkan this one. Okay, so faham? Boleh faham? Can we start? Okay, so let's look at the first sub question solution part A. Okay, solution A. Okay, half the rated motor torque and 500 RPM. So there must be some information from the question itself. So half the rated motor torque. What do you understand about half rated motor torque? Okay, untuk for sub question A, so they mention here half the rated motor torque. So what can you elaborate on the information of half the rated motor torque? Apa yang kamu boleh faham? Okay, apa yang kamu boleh faham? Half of the rated motor torque. Torque tu jadi separuh. So torque jadi separuh, betul? Betul ke tak betul ni?
Betul sir.
Okay, good. Okay, makin lama makin hilang je kamu ni.
Tengah fikir.
Okay, seriously I'm quite worried for this class. Okay, sebab dia tak ada what we call as a two-way communication. So ada tapi dia not. Okay, so half the rated motor torque means that the torque will be half of the previous condition. So what will be the information that proportional to the information given, torque tu? Apa perkadaran yang kita boleh ambil lain? Current, okay, good. Where the current will be changed? Which part? IA or IF? Okay, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, torque is equal to K flux IA. Okay, so when we talk about this technique, kita dah ada kat sini amateur voltage control. We are only controlling the voltage at the amateur. They not mention here field voltage control. Okay, field dia lebih kepada the second technique. Okay, so bila kita tengok, we are not changing anything here. So maksudnya K akan kekal sama, K flux pun akan kekal sama. So the only parameter bila kita ubah torque adalah IA akan ubah. So IA akan ubah. If the torque is reducing by 50% ataupun half only, so IA as well might be 50% from the rated condition. So untuk kita solve for part A, kita kena ambil tahu yang torque half, IA pun akan jadi half. So IA adalah sama, saya tak ada cakap IA number 2. Okay, saya akan IA okay lah, IA number 2. Okay, so IA number 2 sama juga dengan 50% ataupun IA1 divided by 2. Okay, half lah, 50%, half. So dia akan jadi 10 divided by 2 equal to 5 ampere. Okay, this will be the starting point. Sebab ini masih lagi dalam soalan. IA number 2 adalah separuh daripada torque. Okay, to start the analysis for this question, kita masih lagi perlu buat benda yang sama. So, case number one, which is the third condition. Okay, kita akan buat third condition dahulu. Mesti kita buat dalam third condition. Okay, so case number one, third condition, kita ada 1500 RPM. Okay, 1500 RPM. Okay, so can you find for me first EA1? EA1. EA number 1. Can you calculate for me EA1? EA number 1 is equal to VT minus IA RA. So IA now dalam bentuk IA number 1 lah. Okay, this is IA number 1. Okay, I just calculate first IA number 2 because we have the information half. Okay, can you find for me EA number 1 first? Okay, cepat. EA number 1. VT dah ada. Okay, VT yang mana satu? 220 or 230? Yang mana satu? Okay, VT yang mana satu?
220.
220, okay, good. Okay, 220 adalah terminal voltage, 230 adalah AC source. Okay. Okay, can you give me the answer for EA number 1? Okay, 200 volt. So, semua dapat yang sama?
Dapat saya.
Okay, good. So, now kita cuba kaji untuk case yang kedua. So, because for first case, kita hanya perlu dapatkan E sahaja. Okay, case number 2. Okay, kita ada maklumat. So, N number 2 will be okay, N number 2 adalah sama juga dengan 500 RPM. Okay, so IA number 2 dia dah minta kita kurangkan kepada half. So IA number 2 is 5 ampere. Okay, ini maklumat untuk keadaan yang kedua. Okay, untuk maklumat keadaan yang kedua. Okay, so now kita cuba do the comparison first. Okay, sebab speed adalah bergantung kepada E. Okay, so by changing the speed basically kita ada perubahan kepada E. So sama juga yang kita buat tadi. So EA number 1 over EA number 2 sama juga dengan K flux omega can be changed to N lah. Okay, K flux number 1 N number 1 over K flux number 2 N number 2. Okay, so kita akan buat comparison. Okay, EA dah ada. Okay, EA dah ada. So, K machine constant boleh cancel each other. Flux. Tengok gambar balik ke atas. When we talk about amateur voltage control, kita hanya ubah di sini saja. Okay, kita tak ubah di sini. So, bila tak ubah sini, IF will remain the same. And then, flux proportional to the IF. Tak ada ubah pada IF, flux akan kekal sama. So, flux pun kita boleh cancel. Okay, so yang tinggal hanyalah N1 dan N2. So do you have N1? Yes. Do you have N2? Yes. Can you find for me EA number 2? Okay, dapatkan untuk saya EA number 2.
210.
Okay, 210. Are you sure kamu dapat 210? Macam lain je. Okay, EA2 adalah EA1 divided by multiply by N2 over N1. So EA number 1 is 200 multiply by N2 adalah 500 divided by 150. 1500. Okay, so dapat apa? Dapat
66.67.
okay, 66.67. Okay, samalah dengan jawapan saya. So 66.67. Okay, so dia match lah. So lagi laju sebenarnya lagi tinggi voltage back EMF. Sebab back EMF bergantung kepada kelajuan. E is K plus omega. So now kita ada kelajuan yang mungkin 30% plus plus. So must be the back EMF pun mesti kecil lah. So dia match 66.67. Okay, so basically this is the voltage required by the back EMF. And this will be the voltage produced by the machine when it rotate at 500 RPM. So ini yang kita akan produce 66.67. But again, this voltage is basically dekat sini. Okay, 66.67 tu di sini. Perkaitan yang kita kena dapatkan when we want to find the alpha required adalah voltage di sini. Okay, so kita kena dapatkan voltage di sini because when we talk about controlling here, this one V terminal, when we have this back EMF, we are no longer getting V terminal equal to this voltage. Okay, sebab kita punya teknik pun kita ada amateur voltage control, ubah dekat sini akan ubah dekat sini. So now kita buat macam backward calculation. We already have the information here. So this information is different with the rated condition. So for sure voltage dekat V terminal akan jadi berbeza. So now V terminal will be the unknown value that we need to calculate. Okay, so this will be the EA. So kita tahu equation untuk EA number 2 adalah VT number 2 minus IA number 2 RA. Okay, bear in mind now V terminal will be the unknown. Okay, because what will be the level is depending on the back EMF. Okay, now back EMF is reducing because the speed is reducing. Okay, so you have already this one. And then you have also the information of half stop. So yang ni pun dah ada. So yang ni pun dah ada. Can you find for me VT number 2? Okay, can you find for me VT number 2? Okay, cepat. VT number 2.
76.67.
Okay, 76.67. Good. Okay, 76.67. Okay, so siapa yang tak faham lagi macam mana, kenapa VT at this condition will be different? Ada siapa-siapa yang tak faham? Okay, so sepatutnya kamu kena clear, okay, because now we are focusing on terminal voltage and that terminal voltage can be controlled, maksudnya can be adjusted. Okay, so when we look at the value of back EMF and then speed also be reducing, so it might due to the terminal voltage is changes. Okay, so that's why kita macam buat backward calculation lah. We find the relationship of EA number 1 with respect to EA number 2, and then after we get EA, so dia terus match dengan equation lah. Okay, finally kita ada VT number 2. But now we need to match ataupun we need to relate this information with the rectifier. So finally, so this will be the voltage produced by the converter. Okay, so basically this will be the VDC. So this will be the VDC produced by the rectifier. So that's why macam saya cakap sebelum ni, I'm not concerning on deriving the equation for VDC, but I just want to apply sahaja. So that's why this one kalau kamu salah, so dia akan jadi salah lah. So VDC for these cases adalah sama juga dengan this one. So kita dah ada nilai VDC and we have the equation for VDC. Okay, 0.9 V RMS cos alpha. So kita dah ada VDC, kita dah ada V RMS. Bear in mind, saya nak highlight balik semula V RMS dan this voltage adalah sama. Don't use the V maximum punya equation. Kalau V maximum punya equation, you have to change first. Okay, kena ubah, kena multiply by 1. Okay, and then cos alpha. So this is the only unknown yang kamu kena calculate. Finally, can you calculate for me alpha? And alpha saja.
Sir, yang biar match tu 220 ke?
230. This 220 sepatutnya di sini. Okay, this 230 di sini AC. So kita direct the converter is based on VRMS, voltage source, oleh kepada kita punya converter. So VRMS dalam kes ni adalah 230. Okay, dapat apa? Okay, dapat tak sama dengan 68.27?
68.26.
Okay, 26. Okay, so saya assume samalah 68.26 or 27. Okay, so this is the way that we relate the machine with the converters. Okay, so dalam case ni macam kita buat backward calculation. Okay, so for today saya nak kamu cuba buat part B. Okay, so part B saya nak kamu buat part B, then saya boleh minta kamu buat on your own number 8, and then maybe kamu boleh start doing number 3 dekat sini. Okay, so yang ni maybe after your semester break next week, so kita akan cover this one. Maybe I need to spend some time lah untuk buat revision. But for today, I just want you to finish up to part B. Okay, saya bagi kamu masa 5 minit. Okay, so saya bagi kamu masa 5 minit ataupun 10 minit. Okay, the information that you have to alert is now this is the condition at rated motor torque. So rated motor torque maksudnya IA adalah dalam keadaan full. So IA is 10. So the speed is you should consider the negative sign in your calculation. So speed bila kamu buat comparison yang dekat sini, speed must be in negative way. So maksudnya in negative sign. Okay, nanti kamu cuba ubah, and then saya akan tunggu sama ada kamu dapat tak jawapan this one. Okay, I give you 10 minutes. Okay, untuk selesaikan this one. I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, finish. Okay, dapat tak?
Alpha dia 123.19.
Okay, 123.19.
Saya
Okay, dapat lah. Okay, so I think I can ask you to do on your own for number 8. So number 8 ni pun sama jugalah. Single phase fully controlled rectifier. Okay, so we have a different speed here. Kita ada, but you can see that the speed must be less than this one. Sebab dia kena obey the condition where when we control the terminal voltage, we cannot exceed the rated terminal voltage. Okay, maksudnya kita tak boleh pergi beyond this value. So if we cannot goes beyond this value, basically this is the maximum speed. So you can see that you can by having the question, so we are going slightly less than the condition. This one. So 850. So this is minus. Minus maksudnya dalam keadaan negatif lah. So reverse rotation. So this is 165, kamu kena check lah. Okay, so basically kita tak akan dapat voltage yang lebih daripada this one. Okay, I think maybe I want to spend some time to do this one. Sebab yang ni saya kena tunjuk jugalah. So that kamu boleh dapatkan mana-mana pasal question yang sama dengan this one and you can do on your own. Okay, boleh kita buat ini last for today. Okay, we have another 20 minutes more, lebih kurang. 40, okay. Boleh kita buat ini, kita boleh start dengan ni, boleh?
boleh sir.
Okay, good. Okay, last for today. Sekejap. Okay. So kita ada soalan this one. This is the combination. Okay, so macam saya cakap lah, for in industry basically we are not rigid for each machine. We have one purpose saja. So basically for all the machine it might have more than one purpose. So dalam case ni the purpose is maybe we can go speed beyond or below the rated speed. So by having the combination of technique, so basically we can achieve that condition. Okay, but bear in mind, when we want to get the speed below the rated speed, we are only focusing on the armature voltage less than the rated speed. So pengawalan dia lebih kepada armature voltage if the speed is below the rated speed. But if the speed desired is more than the rated speed, so we only focus on adjusting the field circuit. Okay, so by having the concept, so let's redo this one together. So a 2/2 200 M 6754 RPM separately excited motor has armature resistance of 0.05. Okay, so 0.05 is the armature resistance. So it is driving a load whose torque has an expression torque load is equal to 500 minus 0.25 N Newton meter. So dalam soalan ni dia bagi satu persamaan kepada torque. So persamaan untuk torque adalah bergantung kepada this equation. Torque load adalah 500 minus 0.25 N. N dalam kes ni adalah speed. Okay, where N is the speed in RPM. So now they mention dekat sini, speed below rated are obtained by armature voltage control with full field. Maksudnya full field adalah full dalam keadaan below the rated speed. And speed above the rated are obtained by field control by armature voltage. Okay, so by armature voltage maksudnya armature voltage dalam kes ni kita kena tengok by field control, kita kawal field lah. Okay, so kita mengawal field. Saya rasa this statement want to mention armature voltage control adalah dalam keadaan rated. Okay, so number 1, calculate the motor terminal voltage and armature current when the speed is 400 RPM. So they ask you to find the terminal voltage and armature current when the speed is 400 rpm. Okay, so first what you have to do, please sketch the circuit. Okay, kita cuba sketch the circuit. So kita ada gambar ni lah. Okay. So this is B terminal. So this is B field. So this is RA, armature is equal to 0.05. So this is E. So this is RF. This is LF. Okay. So now untuk soalan pertama, okay, kita ada speed below the rated speed. So below the rated speed kita ada 400 rpm lah. Okay. So dalam kes ni kita akan cuba dapatkan, kita akan cuba analisis kepada kita punya keadaan, okay, keadaan rated dahulu. Okay. Sekejap ya. Sekejap. Okay, so solution for number 1, okay, kita akan ada we have to find the analysis under the rated condition first. Okay, untuk saya siapkan nombor A. So at case number 1. Case number 1, so at rated condition. So rated condition. Okay, are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
So rated condition kita akan cuba buat analisis daripada keadaan base dia lah. Okay, so can you find for me EA number 1? EA number 1. Okay, dapatkan saya EA number 1. So VT minus IA RA. So VT dapat 220 minus IA dalam kes ni adalah 200 rpm. So 200 rpm multiply by 0.05. Okay, can you give me the answer?
$210.
210. Sudah? So 210. Okay, so 210 volt. Okay, so this is for rated condition. Okay, satu yang paling penting bila kita ada torque equation, okay, this one kita ada torque equation. This equation can be applied, okay, can be applied for all the desired condition. All the desired condition, maksudnya apa sahaja sub question yang minta kita punya speed, let's say 400, 1500 speed. So ini kita boleh pakai this equation ataupun this expression untuk dapatkan nilai torque except, okay, saya cakap except for rated saja. So untuk rated saja kita tak boleh pakai equation. Okay, untuk rated maksudnya dalam keadaan rated condition, this equation atau this expression is not applied. Okay, so kita masih perlu dapatkan nilai torque dalam keadaan rated. Okay, so untuk keadaan rated kita kena dapatkan nilai kita kena dapatkan nilai torque dahulu. Okay, so kita ada top punya equation adalah K flux IA. Okay, so ini untuk keadaan related kita kena calculate lah. So maksudnya untuk top related, top number 1, K flux IA number 1. Okay, tapi bear in mind kita tak ada maklumat K dan flux. Okay, kita tak ada maklumat K dan flux. But now we have the information of EA. So kita ada EA number 1 sama juga dengan K flux omega number 1. Okay, so ini kita dah ada jawapan sama dengan 210. So can you find for me K flux number 1? Okay, K flux number 1 adalah 210 divided by omega number 1. So kita akan substitute this one ke dalam this one. Okay, sebab kita tak boleh nak dapat individually K dan juga flux, but because we already have the information of EA, so kita dapatkan dalam sebutan in terms of. So K flux dalam sebutan K dan flux 1 lah, because in this term you can substitute in this equation. So that's why kita boleh dapatkan top number 1. So K flux sama juga dengan 210. Omega adalah 2 pi n over 60. So multiply by IA. IA dalam kes ni 200. So can you calculate for me this value? N adalah dalam keadaan related condition 750. Saya nak kamu dapatkan untuk saya top number 1 first.
Lima tiga 534.76.
534.76. Okay, 534.76 Newton meter. Again, saya nak emphasize dekat sini, hanya dalam keadaan related sahaja, we cannot use that expression. Okay, so kita dah ada EA1. Okay, dan kita dah ada nilai top number 1. Okay, now kita start dengan case number 2, which is case for sub question A lah. So case number 2, okay, at 400 rpm. Okay, so ini case number 2. So kita kena dapatkan nilai E number 2 because now they need you to calculate the motor terminal voltage. So kita kena dapatkan nilai E number 2. So nak dapat E number 2, kita buat comparison, which is EA number 1 over EA number 2 sama juga dengan okay, K flux N1 over K flux N2. Okay, so bear in mind saya dah tak guna omega sebab saya tahu bila kita buat comparison, omega is 2 pi n over 60, 2 pi and 60 can be cancelled each other. Okay, so K automatically cancel lah sebab mesin yang sama. Flux, so bila saya tengok balik gambar, oh yes, I don't change anything on the field circuit, so no changes on the flux. Okay, flux akan kekal sama. So yang tinggal hanyalah N1 dan N2. So you can find for me EA number 2 by using EA1 multiply by N2 over N1. Ni naik atas, ni turun bawah, ni naik sebelah. Okay, can you give me the answer? Okay, dapat apa?
112.
Okay, 1, 1, 2. So this will be the back EMF 1, 1, 2 volt. So this is back EMF number 2. Okay, so back EMF number 2 kita dah ada. And then apa yang kita kena buat adalah because this condition of machine dia bergantung kepada kelajuan speed. Okay, so that whenever they give you the torque expression, maksudnya the torque is no longer constant. Okay, dia tak akan constant untuk apa-apa keadaan kelajuan sekalipun. Sebab dia dah bagi dekat sini. So that's why untuk keadaan yang ni, so kamu kena dapatkan nilai torque load number 2. Ataupun torque number 2 lah. So dia bergantung kepada speed which is 500 minus 0.25 N. So gantikan N dengan kelajuan semasa which is 500 minus 0.25 400. Okay, kelajuan semasa lah. Okay, so can you give me the answer? Okay, dapat apa this one?
400.
Dapat 400 Newton meter. Okay, ini adalah 400 Newton meter. So because the torque is no longer constant for all the cases, so kita tahulah IA pun akan ada perubahan. So bila IA akan ada perubahan, so kita because for the same machine kita boleh buat comparison of torque. So torque 1 over torque 2 adalah K flux IA number 1 over K flux IA number 2. Okay, so dalam kes ni K will remain the same as well as flux. So yang tinggal adalah IA1 over IA2. Torque number 1 kita dah ada. Again, saya nak emphasize torque number 1 mesti guna equation. Okay, torque number 2 also have been calculated by using the expression. IA number 1 kita dah ada tadi ke atas IA number 1. So dapatkan nilai IA number 2. Okay, can you find for me IA number 2? Okay, IA number 2.
Satu proximity 0.60.
149.60 ampere. So now you already have the value of E dalam keadaan yang kedua as well as IA. Okay, why we have to find these two information? Because we want to finally apply the equation of E. EA number 2 sama juga dengan V terminal number 2. Okay, saya tulis dekat sini because we are using V terminal voltage control. So V number 2, VT number 2 will not be the same as the related one. Okay, minus IA number 2. Saya letak sini IA number 2 because the torque will be changed whenever we change the speed. No longer constant. And then kita ada RA sahajalah. Okay, EA dah ada, VT pun kita nak dapatkan, this will be the unknown. IA number 2 kita dah ada, and then RA pun dah ada. Can you find VT number 2?
Satu 19.48.
119.48. So this answer sama macam saya punya jawapan lah, walaupun dekat sini tak ada jawapan. So 119.48. Okay, so selesai untuk part A. Saya nak cuba buat part B lah. Hopefully maybe saya extend sedikit. Okay, last for today lah. Okay, sebab saya fikir maybe some of you need to know the thing before doing your own exercise pasal question. Okay, so saya nak cuba start dengan part B. Okay, part B ni bear in mind for the same machine, now we want to increase beyond the rated speed. So beyond the rated speed maksudnya kita no longer changes the terminal, but now we changes the field circuit. Okay, so calculate the value of flux as the percentage of rated flux when the speed is 1500 rpm. Okay, so bila kita nak buat yang kedua, so kita tahu case, saya buat case nombor 3 lah. Okay, nanti kita akan compare case nombor 3 dan case nombor 1. So N nombor 3 sama juga dengan 1500 rpm. Okay, so ini yang kita kena consider. Okay, case nombor 3. Okay, so now calculate the value of flux as a percentage of rated flux. So kita nak tahu berapa flux yang kita kena, berapa persen yang kita perlu weaken the flux so that kita achieve this speed. Okay, but bear in mind bila kita compare dengan flux number 1, so flux number 1 adalah 100%. So dia adalah 100%. Okay, so kita masih akan pakai information dalam keadaan rated. Kita akan ambil lah maklumat di sini untuk selesaikan di sini. Okay, so dekat sini kita boleh terus pergi dekat at 1500 rpm. You can straight away find the top. So top load number 3 which is 500 minus 0.25 1500. Okay, sebab saya cakap tadi expression ni apply untuk setiap keadaan selain daripada rated. So can you find for me this top? Okay, dapat apa?
125.
Okay, 125 Newton meter. Okay, 125 Newton meter. Okay. Masuk part yang mungkin agak susah sedikit. Okay, agak susah sedikit which is we want do some comparison lah. Kita nak buat comparison dalam keadaan yang kedua ataupun ketiga. Okay, so dalam case ni kalau kita tengok, okay, kita ada this equation untuk E3. So untuk E3, so E3 adalah sama juga dengan VT3 minus IA3 RA. Okay, saya letak dulu VT3. Okay, tapi kita tahu VT3 dalam keadaan ketiga, we are not changing anything on terminal voltage anymore. Okay, sebab untuk keadaan ketiga, speed adalah di atas rated speed. So VT adalah kekal pada maksimum kemampuan ni lah, which is 220. Okay, so kita ada this equation untuk keadaan ketiga. Untuk keadaan ketiga, so saya kita akan cuba manipulate this equation. Okay, so VT3, so saya terus masukkan VT3 saya letak kat depan. So VT3 adalah 220. Okay, sama juga dengan E3 plus IA3, so RA. So RA pun kita dah ada sebenarnya, RA ni dia tak berubah. So saya letak 0.05. Okay, so RA dia tak berubah, so 0.05. Okay, so E kita tak tahu sebab bila speed berubah, so E mesti berubah. And then I pun kita tak ada lagi initially. Okay, IA nombor 3 lah. Okay, IA initially sebab IA ni dia bergantung kepada top. Okay, so kita keep this one sebab kita nak dapat kaitan antara IA dan flux. Okay, so apa yang saya buat adalah, so I know that untuk dapatkan E3, so E3 sama juga, saya tulis di sini. Okay, E3 sama juga dengan K flux omega 3. Okay, K flux omega 3. E3 ni sama dengan K flux omega 3. So kita boleh gantikan. So saya substitute. So saya namakan this one equation number 1. So this is equation number 2. So substitute 2 into 1. Okay. So bila saya substitute 2 kepada 1, saya akan dapat 220 is equal to K flux omega 3 plus IA 3 0.05. Okay, dekat sini clear tak? Dekat sini faham?
Faham sir.
Okay. So dia panjang semuanya dekat sini. Okay. So dekat sini dia agak panjang. Okay, so dekat sini kita dah ada nilai, kita ada omega 3. So sebenarnya omega 3 ni kita boleh dapatkan value. Okay, sebab omega 3 sama juga dengan 2 pi n 3 over 60. N pun kita dah ada. So 2 pi n which is n 1500 bagi dengan 60. So can you find for me omega 3? Okay, boleh dapat tak omega 3?
157.08.
157.08. Okay, so kita dah ada omega. So saya boleh gantikan lah. So this one saya gantikan dekat atas. So yang ni saya buat step by step. Maybe after this kita boleh skip banyak part lah. Okay, so K flux omega 3 adalah 157.08. Okay, plus IA 3. So 0.05. So now kita tak boleh nak solve lagi sebab we have two parameter yang unknown. Okay, kita ada K flux dan kita ada IA 3. So apa yang kita boleh buat adalah kita kaitkan dengan torque number 3. So torque number 3 adalah K flux IA 3. Okay. So torque 3 dah ada kan, kita just now kita dah calculate nilai torque 3 125 Nm. So torque 3 kita dah ada, kita boleh dapatkan K flux dalam sebutan IA 3. So K flux 3 sama juga, which is this one lah, K flux 3. Okay. Okay, so sama juga dengan torque 3 divided by IA 3, which is torque 3 kita dah dapat tadi 125 Nm. Okay, 125 bagi IA 3. Okay, so sekejap lagi. Okay, maaflah gangguan-gangguan belakang ni saya tak boleh nak elak. Okay, so K flux kita dapat, we can substitute this K flux 3 kepada 125 over IA 3. So finally, the final equation yang kita ada 220 sama juga dengan 125 over IA 3 times 157.08, okay, plus dengan IA 3 0.05. Okay, so now this equation yang tinggal hanyalah IA 3 sahaja. Okay, so bila IA 3 saja, you basically can solve by using quadratic equation lah. Okay, kuasa 2. Okay, macam ni kita nak solve, kita nak dapatkan IA 3. So every terms kita multiply by IA 3. So dia akan jadi 220 IA 3 sama juga dengan okay, 125 157.08 times dengan IA 3 kuasa 2. So 0.05. Okay, so saya nak minta kamu tolong calculate untuk saya IA 3. It's supposed to be 2 value sebab kita ada kuasa 2 dekat sini. So can you find for me 2 value IA 3? I give you 2 minutes. Okay, dapatkan 2 nilai IA 3 because now we have kuasa 2. Okay, polynomial equation, so kuasa 2. So you will get two different answer for this question sebab dia ada 2 intersection point. Okay, so can you give me these 2 answer? Okay, 2 minutes. Okay. Do you get the answer IA3? Dua-dua value. Okay, cepat. I want to finish sampai B sahaja.
Value first 4308 4308.86.
4.3, kalau ikut jawapan saya 4.309 kilo ampere. Satu lagi
91.14.
okay, 91.14 ampere. Good. Okay, samalah dengan jawapan saya. So kita ada dua intersection point. So number one is kilo ampere and number two is ampere. So basically when we compare with the third one, so the third kita hanyalah dalam value 200 sahaja. So impossible to get here. Okay, so kita akan choose this one. So this will be the one that been chosen to solve the question. So 91.14. So bila kita dah ada dekat sini, so what we need to do, so saya buat kat sini lah. Okay, so bila kita dah ada ni, so sebab kita ada equation top. Okay, top, kalau kita buat comparison, top 1 over top 2 is equal to K flux number 1, IA number 1 over K flux number 3. So sorry for that, this is number 3, IA number 3. So kita ada value top number 1, kita ada top number 3. Okay, so K flux, K kekal sama. So this will be the flux yang kita nak dapat dalam bentuk ratio tadi. So this is flux number 1, kita akan set kepada 1. And this will be flux yang kita akan dapatkan bukan nilai dalam bentuk percentage lah out of number 1. So IA1 dah ada, IA3 kita akan pakai this one. Okay, can you find for me ataupun kalau kamu tak nak biarkan dalam bentuk ratio pun tak apa. If you can find for me flux 3 over flux number 1, what will be the answer? Okay, flux number 3 over flux number 1. Okay, dah apa? Okay, dah buat apa?
Dalam persen je.
Ya, dalam persen.
51.29.
Okay, good. 51.29 atau jawapan saya 51.3%. Okay, so I think if you okay, I want to stop now because maybe we have already exceed the time. Okay, so anyhow, I hope that you can go through back whatever the thing that we just discussed, okay, to get more understanding, and then maybe you can proceed with the last part C. And then I think until now, basically you have we have already covered for all the exercise that covering for all the concept for the third chapter. Okay, starting kita dah belajar speed control pun kita dah belajar. Yesterday we have done for braking. So I think you may start with any past question, and then you can ask me anything kalau ada tak faham lah. Okay, so ada apa-apa soalan sebelum saya stop?
Tak ada sir.
Okay, so sorry for taking your time. So dah 12 suku. So thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Salam, thank you sir.
Thank you sir.
You're welcome.